Hi guys, so this is going to be my second little fun take video from my other niece, Kylie, who I will show you her picture here. Here she is. This is one of her Snapchat pictures. She is 13, she is in grade 7, and she lives back home. And she is Mackenzie's sister, so if you watch the first one of these, that was Mackenzie, this is Kylie, and they are my sister Shanna's daughters. Okay, the last beverage you drank. Water. Last phone call, that's a good question. Oh, my husband. I was coming back from an appointment this morning, and I called him to see if he needed me to pick him up anything. Last person you text. So I talked about this in the other one. The last person that I texted was my cousin Cindy. She texted me yesterday, and I texted her back today. She wants me to go to her graduation from university tomorrow, and I'm going to go to that. Last song you listened to, talked about that last time too. Before I started doing these videos, I was listening to the Open Book Experience by the original Chew. So I listened to the whole album twice because I was doing some paperwork, and so I'm not really sure what the last song I listened to was, but it was definitely something by the original Chew. Last Time You Cried would have been Today, and Because I Thought I Lost My Keys. And not my keys to my house, but my keys to my where I was working or am working or whatever, because I'm turning them back in because I'm going to a different position if I even stay working. But anyways, yeah, I just got overwhelmed. I couldn't figure out where I put them. They had to be in this one bag and whatever. And then my husband's like, did you take this certain purse with you had just a meeting the other day? And I looked in it, and sure enough it was there. But in the meantime, I broke down in tears. That's anxiety at its best. Dated someone twice. Yes. My first relationship, or my first time I was engaged, my first serious relationship when I was 16. I dated the guy from like 13 and a half to like 15, and then we broke up for a year, and then we got back together and we got engaged. Been cheated on, yes, numerous times. Not by my husband though, so I haven't been cheated on in a long time, but I have in the past. Kissed someone and regretted it. Probably some of the people I kissed when I was making poor choices. I probably, yeah, don't really want to think about that. Lost someone special, yes, I've had a lot of loss in my life. If you include animals, which I do, my biggest loss would probably be of last August, right before we moved, August 15th of 2016. We lost Dusky, my fluffy white baby, to a lung lining infection, like between her lung and her chest wall. She went from being completely healthy to passing completely healthy to us taking her to the doctor less than 24 hours. I was to the emergency vet. That was a Thursday. She passed away on the Monday. So like 5 days. She went from completely healthy to passing. And if you're talking about human, someone special, then that last person would probably have been my mother-in-law in May of 2015 when she passed away from ALS. Have you ever been depressed? Yes, I'm depressed every day. If you follow my channel, you know all about that, but the short version is I live with bipolar in a mixed state. So inside, I'm like a 4 or a 5 pit of hell of depression. On the outside, I try to present more like an 8 or 9, happy-go-lucky, energetic person, but I struggle with depression every single day. Been so drunk you threw up? Yes, not in many years though, because I don't drink alcohol anymore. I haven't drank alcohol since I drink wine once, maybe twice a year, and when I do, it's not even like a full glass of wine. But before I got clean 15 years ago, I used to drink alcohol. I hate the taste of alcohol, I always have, but to bring me down from my a bad high. And that always made me throw up because, number one, the alcohol, my body doesn't like the alcohol. 2, I was coming down off of drugs too, so it was not a good combination. But that hasn't been in I'd say probably even close to 16 years. List your 3 favorite colors. So purple, absolutely. I talked about that in my other one. Teal. I love the color teal. I'm liking rose gold. And then, I know this is the 4th one, but in neutral tones, I like brown. Last year, so 2016, did you make a new friend? Not a true friend, but I made some really good acquaintances. 2016. Oh no, that was like 2015. Yeah, last year I was sick a lot, so I didn't really have a lot of contact. Fell out of love. Nope. Laughed until you cried. That happens to me all the time. Meet someone who changed you. Last year, 2016. Yeah, one of the youth I worked with, transgendered young lady. She moved me to tears almost every single day. That was while I was working last year. Yeah, she was an amazing, amazing young girl. Found out who your true friends were. I've known that for a while, but I'm sure at some point last year it became clear someone who said they were my friend was not actually my friend. Found out someone was talking about you. Yeah, I find that out all the time, and I just don't care anymore. I used to care, I just don't anymore. Kissed anyone on your Facebook list? My husband. How many people on your Facebook list do you know in real life? I would say most of them, if not all of them, because I don't add people I don't know, so they're all my family, my friends, like friends from when I was growing up or whatever, healthy friends, people I've went to school with, couple people I've worked with, yeah. So I would hazard to say most, if not all. Do you want to change your name? No, I like my name. Before I got married, I always wanted to change my last name because I didn't want to be associated with my mom, which is really weird because I have my dad's last name, and that's my grandparents' last name. So obviously I wanted to be associated with my grandparents, but I wanted to be associated with my mom, and she had the same last name, so I always wanted to change my last name. When I was younger, I did want to change my first name too, but I'm not sure why. What did you do for your last birthday? I kind of had a birthday weekend because my birthday was on Saturday. So we went out with my husband's best friend on Friday and had dinner. Saturday we went out for dinner and we went to see Logan. And then I got my orchid and fruit flan for dessert. My husband bought me some like plug-in candly things. There's a picture, there's a whole story about it on my Instagram. He got me some very low alcohol fruit wine, not great, but like he had a cherry one and a peach one and a pear one. And then just watched movies at home. I just spent the weekend with my husband. It was very nice. What were you doing at midnight last night? Working on the computer, getting ready for what's going to happen tomorrow. Hopefully I feel up to everything. Name something you can't wait for tomorrow to see how things work out. And I don't want to jinx myself and tell you what it is, but once tomorrow's over, I will do a video or at least do a post on Instagram and Facebook about what's going on. Last time you saw your mom, last time I saw my mom was when I went home to see my Grammy. So September of 2015. And that's also the last time I saw the person I call my mom, which is my Grammy. What is one thing you wish you could change about your life? I don't think I'd want to change anything. I think I've grown from everything I've been through. But I guess if I could change something, it would be the lying and stealing that I did from my grandparents when I was using. What are you listening to right now? Nothing. Oh, an airplane. So I live somewhat close to the airport. I just heard an airplane. Have you ever talked to a person named Tom? Yes. I have cousins named Tom. I used to work with someone named Tom. So yeah, I've definitely had conversations with Tom. That is such a random question. What gets on your nerves right now? Same thing that's gone on my nerves for a really long time, and that's people that are outright mean and people that use power and control over others. Other than that, I can pretty much deal with anything. I can kind of see why people make the choices that they make and stuff like that, because I'm very much about trying to understand people and helping the people to understand their own behavior so they can, like, you know, entertain the idea of, is there something they'd like to change about their life? But when you are outright mean or you use power and control over someone, I can't handle it, which is why I have not fought to go back to children's services. Most visited website on my phone would be, and well, they're not websites, they're apps. Website. I guess comedy. Oh, Facebook. Oh no, sorry, not Facebook, because that's an app. YouTube, I guess, is an app, but I watch YouTube every single day. But Comedy Now, I watch The Daily Show with Trevor Noah every day. And I think that streams through it's an app, but it's streaming, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what other... I don't really go to any websites on a regular basis. Nicknames, I talked about this in my last one. My grandpa used to call me Pretty Little Nicole. Not to be confused with Nicole. I was called Tender Heart when I was in late elementary, early junior high for helping people with living with disabilities at school. Then I got the nickname Tender Heart when I started dating my husband, because he is the nickname, not Tender Heart, sorry. Tender Heart's what I got when I was in school. Dagger's Girl is what I got when I started dating my husband. And that was because my husband's nickname is Dagger. And what I forgot in the other one is my husband calls me Nikki Roo and Nicole Roo, because he likes to put Roo on the end of everything. So all of our cats are like Casper, Asher Roo. And Nikki Hart, he also calls me Nikki Hart. And then I have the username, I don't know if it's so much a nickname, but the username of Candid Newfie Gal. Relationship status, married, zodiac sign, Pisces. Talked about these in my other one, elementary school, middle school, high school. So Mount Everett, Eric Graves, Prince Andrew. Hair color, this is my hair color, medium brown. Short or tall, I'm 5'10". And then height. Oh, sorry, the other one was long or short. My hair is past my shoulders, so middle length. Height, I'm 5'10". Do you have a crush on anyone? My husband, I guess. What you like about yourself? It's a hard question to answer. I do like the fact that I try. I don't like the fact that I don't. I feel like I don't often succeed. Piercings, these guys. I used to have my eyebrow, which I think I forgot to say in the other one. My eyebrow got ripped out in a fight. My nose ring got ripped out in a fight. My here got ripped out in a fight. My belly button got ripped out in a fight. And then you can watch the other video, or you can watch my video where I talked about why I lost my tongue rings, because it's a bit of a story. Tattoos, I used to have 4 tattoos. I had to have them all removed because I was allergic to the ink. I'm getting this tattoo right here. I don't know if you guys can see the semicolon. I'm getting it here. And I'm getting an arrow on the inside of my left foot for like moving forward. And then I'm getting the heartbeat on my other foot. I'll be doing that here in the next month or so. I just need to have my fever and all that crap under control before I am allowed to get tattoos. Yeah, and those are all the mental health awareness tattoos. And then I'm also thinking about waiting until July and seeing if there are any new tattoos that come out this year for mental health awareness, but we'll see. Righty or lefty, I'm actually both. I guess naturally learned to write with my left hand, but when I was in grade 3 and 4, I spent all but 2 months of that 24 months with a cast on my left hand, so I had to learn to write with my right, so I can still write with both. My first surgery was, I think my first surgery was sinus surgery when I had my face smashed in when I was 4. First piercing was my earrings. I had them when I was 4 or 5 months. First best friend, my sister Shanna. First sport you joined, swimming. First vacation, I think my first vacation is when my grandparents took me to Toronto. First pair of trainers. I don't know if that's sneakers. I've had sneakers since I was little. Okay, as you can see, my niece Kylie's a little silly. Right now, what are you eating? Nothing. Drinking water. Talking to all you lovely people. Listening to another airplane. Waiting for my husband to get home. Your future. Do you want to get married? I am married. My career. I want to stay as a social worker. If I change, it would be to be a probation officer, a youth probation officer. Which is better? Lips or eyes? I answered this in the other one. I think these are all close to the same, but that's okay. So eyes. Oh, hugs or kisses? Hugs. Partially because, like, when I kiss my husband, I can't breathe. Because I can't breathe through my nose, and then that makes me not be able to breathe through my mouth. So I like hugs. Shorter or taller? Taller. Older or younger? My husband is 16 months older, so I guess I'll say older. Romantic or spontaneous? Mixture of both. Nice arms or nice stomach? Arms, because then you can feel real secure in their arms. Sensitive or loud? I'm not sure how they're, how those two, it's like, or, I guess sensitive. Hookups or relationships, troublemaker or hesitant. We talked about this in the other one. Before I started changing my life, definitely troublemaker. Now I like assertive people, and my husband's very assertive. Have you ever kissed a stranger? Yes. Drank hard alcohol? Yes. Lost your glasses or contacts? Yes. Had sex on the first date? Yes. Broken someone's heart? I've been told that I did. Have you had your own heart broken? Yes. Been arrested? Yes. Turned someone down? Yes. Cried when someone died? Yes. Fallen for a friend? Yes. Do you believe in yourself? I try to believe in myself. Miracles. I talked about in the other one. I do believe in miracles. Love at first sight. I believe in strong connection at first sight. Heaven, yes, but not in the sense of the religious sense. Santa Claus, I believe in the spirit behind what Santa Claus means. Kiss on the first date, yes. Angels, yes. And that is it. Got that one done quickly. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And now I'm going to video the very short one of both of the girls. It only has like, oh, it has a few questions. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later, guys. Bye-bye.